Cal and Hannah McNair join the show right now. Let's get it. Cal,
are y'all
Hannah?
finally ready for us? Are y'all ready for us?
Hey, we were ready this morning.
Are you kidding?
We were
no
ready.
Way.
We were ready this morning.
I looked at my schedule this week. It said Tuesday, 12:30. Talk to Landry and Lopez. Get there. Oh no, they had something else. So I just want to know what was better.
I love this question.
I moved to the burbs, so I had to take care of some moving.
He was out yesterday, and he didn't want to miss you, Hannah.
Yeah.
So he missed her.
So he missed us.
Well, technically not. You guys are with us right now.
He did.
So how special was it for you guys? See, I'm going to ask how special was it questions since
like
Berman
Mark
retired.
Berman.
Since Mark Berman retired, my first question.
How does it make you feel?
How does it make you feel?
How does it make you feel?
Tell me how special it was
to honor J.J. Watt, to have to the J.J. Watt thing. How special is that for y'all?
Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. So y'all did miss it. So I did give the first question to Berman, who wasn't there. So that's appropriate that y'all are asking the first Berman question.
There we go.
Here today. So it's awesome. But no, we feel really excited to have him back, to welcome him back. We've been planning this actually for years, and glad it's all coming together. The plan's coming together, and we're really excited for us, the team, the fans, really everyone, and JJ and his family. So there's a lot of excitement around this.
How does the Ring of Honor come about? And by that, I mean, like, when do you discuss it? Who decides? How does this play out from y'all's perspective? I guess Hannah first.
I think it's pretty easy when you discuss the people who are in the Ring of Honor, how those came about. I mean, you have Andre, our best offensive player. You have JJ, our best defensive player in history. And then you have the founder. So those were pretty easy. As far as future Ring of Honors, those discussions will come up, and those will remain internal.
Well,
go
ahead, Cal.
These three, the bar set pretty high with these three. I mean, JJ's the dominant player in the NFL. Andre's a dominant player. Maybe you have to be known as initials or something, JJ and AJ or something like that. I don't know, but the bar set pretty high. Yeah.
Do you want to keep that bar high, or do y'all want to fill that up? Because it's interesting. Y'all have a unique situation where it's 2-decade-long organization. Some guys might make more sense here than maybe if you had like an organization that's been around for a long time. Have y'all discussed how y'all want to approach that?
I think our goal is Super Bowl, and then typically at a Super Bowl, you'll get those players that will go back in. But we won't retire numbers. I mean, I know that there's professional organizations that do that, but we aren't one of them.
Okay. But we do want a high bar. We want this to be something that's really special, which it is. We have been in other places where they're having a ring or circle sort of induction, and you don't even know who this person was.
Oh, I agree. I said that yesterday. Yeah. Like, you don't want to you want opposing fans to come in and say, "Oh, that guy," not "Who's that guy?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask y'all about this because I'm sure that you guys are kind of feeling the energy since the draft, and you're feeling the energy really since you hired D'Amico Ryans. But I got to think from like an owner's point of view, given what's happened the last few years, that one of the most proud things that you guys had to have had happen in the last few months, and hell, I look like a dumbass along the way, and I think a lot of people did in discussing it, was that there were no leaks. Like, nobody knew what the Houston Texans were going to do heading up to the draft. I don't even think C.J. Stroud thought he was going to be a Texan up till the point that it happened. From an ownership perspective, knowing that you guys have been willing to let people do their jobs, and sometimes, you figure you're wondering, where the hell did this information come from? It had to have been like satisfying for y'all to see that there were no leaks at all, and nobody really knew what was going on.
Yeah, this place used to be like Swiss cheese. I mean, you had holes everywhere. But part of what we've been doing over the last couple of years is plugging the holes, but also getting better. And I think
that's awesome.
It's satisfying to see that when you know where to keep the circle and keep it tight. And I think that that's what you've seen, and it's satisfying.
And it shows that the people are really committed to the team and what's best for the team. So it was a lot of fun. I have to tell you that night was a lot of fun because we didn't know if we'd be able to pull off the trades that happened and until we were actually on the clock and and trying to make those happen. And credit to Nick and Lippert and coach and everyone that did it, because it was really well done. And I have to say again, it was really a lot of fun.
Cal, I'm glad you brought that up, because that was one of my questions, and I got a kind of a weird one, but I do want to get to it. But one of my questions, you've talked about sitting in the draft room, just sort of absorbing it all. You don't have to give us any specific details, but what was it like? Describe the trade to number 3. What was going on in that room from where you were sitting right there?
Well, they were trying to trade up. They were trying to trade up, and they were on the phone, with Arizona. And, of course, Nick has a long history with the Arizona GM, Monty. And so he was calling him, and then Monty would say, well, let me think about it. And so we'd be waiting for the call back, and knowing that another team or several other teams were trying to bid on the same draft pick. And so there was some back and forth, and we were kind of holding our breath and a number of calls. But at the end of the day, with just like a minute left, something like that. Was there ever a point where you said, I don't know if this is going to happen?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was intense.
It was intense.
Are the kids obsessed with C.J. Stroud? He shouted out the kids. It's one thing to shout out ownership, but he shouted out the McNair kids too. So I'm assuming that the McNair household is a C.J. Stroud household.
Oh, he's so good with them. I've there's been very few times that you've seen a player grab the kids and say, come up here for a photo. You don't see that a whole lot. And he's a family guy. He interacts with everyone. He's just a good dude. So the kids gravitate towards that, and they enjoy him.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I wanted to ask you, and I think maybe Hannah might be the first one to give some insight on this. So I was digging in, looking at some old stories of you guys, and Cal, I had no idea you had this kind of game. But Hannah, tell me about this.
Where is this going?
He asked you out in front of your boss. He asked you out.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Where did
this
you hear
is a
this?
great
I got
story.
sources, man. I got sources. So Cal brought it hard, man. He brought his game to try to get you to go out with him.
So my boss was one of the bosses was one of his best friends. And he saw me at a U.S. versus Mexico soccer match here at the stadium, and I was entertaining clients. And he said, hey, who's that girl? And he goes, well, if you'd ever come into the office, you could meet her. Unbeknownst to me, I had no idea. And so he came in on Valentine's Day, and I was with my sister and, doing whatever. And he said, he had his meeting. I went into my boss's office at the end of the day. We were kind of going over stuff. And I get a text message from Cal's friend saying, hey, you need to call Cal McNair. And I went, oh my gosh, what did we do? So I got my boss, I got an analyst, and I put it on speakerphone and I called him. And he goes, I said, is there something I can help you with? And he said, yeah, will you go on a date with me tonight? And I was
ecstatic. So excited. She said yes right away.
Hey, Cal, you knew what you wanted and went right after it.
Yeah, my very good friend told me a lot about her background and everything, and I was just really interested. So I wanted to take her out. And so one of her sisters came up to the office and gave her a Valentine's box of chocolates, and y'all were horsing around and everything. And she said, well, we don't have dates tonight, so I'm her date. This is our date here. And so that kind of gave me the room to know that she did not have a dinner date.
What is y'all's go-to date now? Like if y'all are just trying to, go somewhere out to eat or something like that, what is y'all's go-to? Are y'all
baseball field?
Cal's Grill.
Oh, Cal's Grill. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Well, you're darn right it is.
Field,
Okay. You're darn right it is.
You're about the nachos and hot dogs too? Okay, I can get.
I mean, that's what we get at concessions while we're watching baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, only the finest.
Okay. Hey, I can get down with that.
Really knows how to treat a woman.
I was in Cooperstown last week with our oldest, so that was really a lot of fun.
Hey, tell them what we're doing on the August 31st. They can come out to dinner with us.
Yeah. So would y'all like to come to dinner with us on August 31st at the season premiere?
Yeah.
Are you going to have OG sauce?
We will.
No, you don't. He just can't do an interview without plugging his sauce.
I did not.
Well, he's going to sponsor it. He's going to sponsor us, and so we'll put that up there.
Okay.
Yeah, we have our season premiere. We had the first
Y'all were
one
there last year. Yeah.
And y'all had a lot of fun. And so we want to make sure y'all come to our next one on August 31st.
We're there. I'm putting it on the calendar right now.
Friends.
I'm putting
Bring
it on the
some
calendar.
friends. Good.
There you go. Well, we appreciate
Who's
you.
doing the dinging noise?
It's Figgy. Figgy's got his hotkeys.
Figgy, you can't let him leave without dropping some of Cal's favorite drops.
Oh,
here.
no.
Just one good one.
Oh, come
Just
on.
one good
Oh,
one.
come on. Hit us with it.
I don't know which one. I got so many.
We can't
Figgy.
do the show one anymore.
Biggie, your famous.
Hold on, show is out the window.
Oh, yeah. No, but that's not this show. That's not this show.
Figgy,
sorry.
hit
But
him
the,
with a
best,
good one.
but the best picture is Figgy with Cal on the red carpet.
Oh, yeah.
Pinky ring Cal.
Oh, my
Going up
God.
the age.
Let's go.
All right,
There you go. That's
There it
good.
is.
Let's go. Like it.
All right,
I like
guys. We appreciate y'all very much. Congrats on the energy, the vibes, and congrats on the JJ Watt thing, and look forward to seeing y'all out there once camp gets going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't wait.
Good luck unpacking boxes since you moved to the suburbs.
Already did it. I'm a proactive mover. 2 days, we got them out. We're good. And we had been a long process, but we got it. Long-ish.
Well done.
There you go.
Congratulations.
All right, guys. Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
very much. Cal and Hannah
Thank y'all.
McNair here on In the Loop on Sports Radio 610. How about that?
Good. We're going to an event.
Good old ball game. Yeah.
August 31st. Where do you put it on the calendar?
You just can't not mention the sauce, John. It's just.
I have you know that Cal. Now I have to. About a month and a half ago, he hosted a dinner for I think it was an auction winner.
Mm-hmm.
And he texted me and said, "Hey, can I get some OG sauce to give away as kind of like gifts to all the guests?" So I gave him 25
Gifts,
bottles
not gifts.
with a T. Gave him 25 bottles. He had a great barbecue. Gave away the OG sauce with some others in a little gift bag for all the guests.
Nice.
I never mentioned that once.
No, you did.
Did I?
I think like 5 times.
No, no,
actually.
no.
No, for real.
Maybe off air.
No, for real. You did.
Maybe off air.
No, on air you mentioned it a few times.
No.
No, I promise.
No.
I promise.
No.
I promise because there was a picture. One time we mentioned.
Maybe I tweeted something.
No, you definitely said it on air. I promise. Like on God.
air.
On God.
So what date was this? We might have to chat the T for
It was
real.
like 4th
to
of
see.
July or something like. No, it wasn't 4th of July. It was
No.
what was the last one?
Memorial Day
or whatever. Whenever the
It was
party
before that.
And you're like, oh yeah, Cal was at a barbecue. Oh, they had OG sauce. You definitely said, I promise. Promise. I'm not knocking it. It was
I don't
there.
think I did. But I wasn't like. I don't think I did. I know I mentioned it to you off air.
Hey, it's
I think
good.
that's
It's good
what
to
you
plug
might
the
be
sauce.
thinking.
It's good sauce, man.
Well, then why
It's
did you
good to plug
give me a hard
I
time?
just kind of thought they could have invited us to dinner without you mentioning barbecue sauce there, but it is what it is.
He giving you that McLean stare, man. I can see it, and I'm standing behind him.
They could have invited us to the dinner.
Lopez got the Arthur fist shaking.
A couple of texters said I did mention it on there, but I think they're lying too.
No, you did.
Now I've mentioned OG
No, you
sauce,
100%.
but not that event.
You 100% said Cal had the OG sauce at that event, like 2 or 3.
No way.
If I had a gun to my head, I
no
would say.
way.
I
You're
would
thinking
say,
about off air.
I would say 3. No, it was on. It was on for sure. Trust me, I noticed when a lot of times the OG sauce comes in, but it was definitely there.
All I'm glad is that we're arguing about this because you keep mentioning OG sauce.
That's what I'm saying.
You're helping me.